Okay, so about a week ago, you were going to work, popping to the shops, meeting up with family and friends, and having a great time. Then all of a sudden, there's the governmental advice: self isolation. Better word, lockdown. Now, not that it's a penalty, but it's something that it's for our own good and safety. Now, this is not something that we all find that easy to cope with. Lockdown. No. But today on Inspiring Change for a Better You, I'm going to give you 7 tips on how to cope with self-isolation. So here we go. Tip number 1. Physical health. Our physical health and our mental health go together hand in glove. So it's important to get a routine of exercise each day. But before you do go any further, do get that permission from your doctor, right? Because having a routine of exercise makes all the difference. A little 30 minutes a day, or let's say if you're really fit and healthy, little bit longer, but it's going to make a difference. Have you thought of those individuals in the workplace who go to the gym in the morning before they go to work? They tend to be the most let's say, creative people. They're firing ideas. Why? Because they've set up those endorphins are hitting their head, their mind already. So they're ready for the day already. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, handling anxiety in lockdown. Now, anxiety tends to happen when we let our minds race ahead of us. The more we think about what could negatively happen, or we play out that horror movie in our head with the negative ending, well, what you're doing is you're allowing your heart and your mind to race ahead of you. Therefore, the more your heart and your mind will race and raise those feelings of breathlessness and heart palpitations, which make you feel breathless and seem out of control. But no, it's not true. The answer to this is be in the moment. Don't let your mind race ahead. Enjoy the moment you're in. Know that you are safe. So, don't let your mind race ahead of you. Take control. Tip number 3, screens. Cut back the amount of time you spend watching screens. As blue screens, they have a backlight, which tends to affect your mind and your eyes. They emit a light which sends a message to your head about daylight. Now, you need to cut back on the TV screen, the laptop screen, and the mobile, especially about an hour or half an hour before bedtime. Because as they stimulated the mind into being active, you will have a harder time in having a totally rested sleep. And if you don't have a rested sleep at this time of lockdown, you're going to have a pretty, let's say, tiring next day. Okay? So cut back on the amount of screen time. Okay, so now we know nobody is going to turn up at your house unannounced. Whether it be stranger, friend, or family. If they do, call the police. It's lockdown time. They're not supposed to. I'm only joking. But seriously, It's important to still have and keep that expectant routine. It's too easy to fall into a slum. It's good to look good, even just for you. Tip 5. Media while on lockdown. Cut back on the amount of news reports on COVID-19 throughout the day. And let's not mention social media conspiracies and theories. If we allow ourselves to be bombarded constantly, this will gradually seep into our subconscious, therefore creating feelings of no hope and fear. Fear actually reduces our immune system, not something that we want right now. I'm not saying do not get updates. It is important to be informed, but make sure and limit it to good sources such as the WHO, the World Health Organization, so you are getting factual updates at a certain time of the day. Do also watch a little bit of humor, as humor actually increases our immune system. Tip number 6, gardening on lockdown. Now, listen, it's really good for your mental health to grow plants, to get a bit of soil and grow plants. Now, you might say, well, Chris, I haven't got a garden. Listen, you haven't got an excuse. You might live in a flat, no garden. Let me tell you something. Go to the supermarket and get a grow bag. That's a grow bag with a soil in it and everything. And just plant some seeds. Plant some seeds in there and watch them grow. You know, the good thing about it is, actually, before I go any further, when you buy your seeds, don't just buy any seeds. Make sure it's something that you like. And the other side of it, read the back of the packet because it will tell you when in season to grow it and when you'll reap it, right? Some might just be about 7 days and it starts budding already. So, as I was saying, it is such a beautiful thing to watch a plant grow. Now, somebody say it's boring, but listen, this is God's creation growing out there. I'm doing it myself. Let me just show you something. Look at this. I'm planting these here and then I transfer them probably to the garden, right? Okay, a pot, right? So as I said, if you've got no garden, just get a little pot, get some soil, get some seeds, plant it, put it on a balcony or, in the house or wherever, but just do it. And, the nurturing and watching it grow makes all the difference. Now, in saying that, got a question for you. How tall does a tree grow? Listen, a tree does not have any limits, okay? It just keeps growing. It doesn't say, oh, I've got to grow this height and that's it. It keeps growing. And so will you as well. So observe the beauty of that seed growing, nurture it. It's good for you. Have faith. Have faith. Listen, whatever you believe in with all your heart that this time is going to pass. Have faith. It will help you get through this period and this time. Hold on. This time will pass. It's a time to increase your faith. Believe. It is a time to be strong in knowing who you are in your inner man as well, in your spirit. So have faith. This time will pass. And here is one more I'd like to add to this. And what I'd like to say is gratitude. Showing appreciation. And there's one team that I really want to show appreciation to, and that is the NHS. Listen, you see anybody who is from the NHS, give them way, help them out, do what you can do. These people are going beyond. We got to celebrate them instead. So from me to you, you're doing a great job. We love what you're doing. It takes a special person, special type of person to do what you do. Thank you. So there we go. 7 tips to help you cope with self-isolation. If you found this useful, jot your comments below and subscribe. Ring that bell. And also share with others who you think this might help. See you in the next video.